Hi, my name is Joost de Boer and this is my artist statement. First, a little disclaimer. Anything that I'm going to say about the artistic process is my opinion. It's highly subjective, and if it's not your opinion, that's fair. I don't want to offend anyone or push anyone into a corner. Empirically speaking, the very beginning of art, or at least the proof that we have of that, seems to be the moment when people start to recreate their environment. You could see this kind of art from two viewpoints. Either they were just trying to recreate whatever was in their world, or they are trying to touch on something more, kind of a spirit of what is there. Now, whether your school of thought is more focused on their realistic representation of these animals, or if they were trying to capture something beyond that, I would argue that they achieved both. And this speaks to the skill of the maker, the ability to see something and then represent it. Now we have arrived at the core of my viewpoint on art. I think you can argue on the goals of art, what you should try to achieve with your art, but the core is that you need to be able to communicate in the medium that you work in order for your message to be conveyed to the people that are watching. Specifically for me, I am more focused on the actual artistic process than on the end result. So I'm trying to convey something of my making process to you. I'm trying to take you into what I was doing, what I was thinking at the moment. And this is mainly because for me the artistic process is not a sort of execution of concept. It is the process itself that's actually interesting. The clearest analogy for the way that I approach an artistic process would be a Sudoku. Because I have the feeling that whatever I'm trying to touch on will reveal itself as I slowly fill in the gaps. And this process of it slowly unraveling and becoming clear is what I'm trying to convey in my artworks. This particular focus on the actual making of the art and the kind of Sudoku-like process that I'm trying to convey also means that I sometimes have some very peculiar ways of communicating about my art. Generally speaking, when you enter into a gallery or a museum, speaking with an artist means that they will be very enthusiastic about their art. And I cannot always convey this because since for me the value of the art is mostly in its learning value, the idea of the process, that process is not ongoing when you ask me about the finished work. Ask me about an unfinished work and I might be more enthusiastic than about a finished work. The